Los Angeles, a city synonymous with sunshine and dreams, found itself engulfed in a nightmare during the first weeks of 2025. Wildfires, fueled by drought and driven by wind, tore through the hills and canyons, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. The scale of the disaster was unprecedented. Thousands of homes were reduced to ash. Dozens of lives were tragically lost. The air, thick with smoke and the smell of charred wood, became a suffocating reminder of the inferno. This wasn't just another natural disaster. It was a stark illustration of the growing threat of climate change. The fires, experts warn, are a sign of things to come, a glimpse into a future where extreme weather events become increasingly common and increasingly destructive. The link between these fires and our warming planet is undeniable, a stark warning that we can no longer afford to ignore. The ferocity of the fires was driven by a confluence of factors, all exacerbated by a warming climate. Los Angeles, along with much of the American West, has been locked in a severe drought for years. The lack of rainfall has parched the landscape, turning vegetation into tinder, ready to ignite at the slightest spark. Soil moisture, a key indicator of drought severity, plummeted to alarmingly low levels, reaching a mere 2 to 5% of average. This extreme dryness created ideal conditions for rapid fire spread. Adding to the volatile mix were strong Santa Ana winds, infamous for their ability to turn small brush fires into raging infernos. These winds, gusting up to 100 miles per hour, whipped through the canyons, pushing the flames forward with terrifying speed. The combination of drought-stricken vegetation, low humidity, and these powerful winds created what firefighters call fire weather, a perfect storm for conflagration. While the immediate causes of the LA fires were clear, the underlying driver was climate change. Rising global temperatures, fueled by our reliance on fossil fuels, are creating a hotter, drier, and more flammable planet. As temperatures rise, the atmosphere draws moisture from the ground and vegetation at a faster rate, leading to prolonged and more intense droughts. This phenomenon, known as atmospheric thirst, is particularly pronounced in the American West. Scientists estimate that human-caused warming is responsible for 88% of the increase in vapor pressure deficit, a measure of the drying power of the air. The hotter it gets, the drier it gets, and the more flammable our forests and grasslands become. The LA fires are a tragic reminder of the devastating consequences of our inaction on climate change. They are a stark illustration of the interconnectedness of our planet and the profound impact that human activities have on the natural world. The urgency of the situation cannot be overstated. We are at a tipping point, and the choices we make today will determine the fate of our planet. We can no longer afford to treat climate change as a problem for future generations to solve. The time for action is now. We must transition away from fossil fuels, invest in renewable energy, and embrace sustainable practices. Failure to act will condemn us to a future of increasingly frequent and destructive climate disasters, a future where cities like Los Angeles are forever scarred by the flames.